teaching, this is my native soil. This is what I love the most. And so for me, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that point across. I don't care what it is. I would act a fool. I'd make myself look like an idiot if I thought it would help them remember that concept or somehow get that thing in concrete in their minds. To make the point, I'm willing to just about do anything. So I wanted to just give you an example. So when I was teaching a Bible study series on the book of Daniel, that's a very, very difficult book to teach and a very difficult book to understand. And so I was thinking in every possible way, how can I make that where it's more approachable, where they can embrace what we're learning? And so what I did was this. I took those 12 chapters of Daniel and I came up with a silly little rhyme for each one of the chapters so that they could memorize them, because we took it that long. We took 10 solid weeks with it, and they would be able to say back to me when I said, what was chapter 1 about? They would be able to say it back to me in that rhyme. I'm going to say it to you just to make the point. So I started with this, Daniel's book, just a quick look. Daniel 1, carried off to Babylon. Daniel 2, Nebuchadnezzar's dream statue. Daniel 3, from a fiery furnace freed. Daniel 4, I'll humble Nebuchadnezzar some more. Daniel 5 says the handwriting, you die. Daniel 6, the lion's jaws fixed. Daniel 7, there's a judge in heaven. Daniel 8, Antiochus spreads hate. Daniel 9, 77's in time. Daniel 10, where's the angel been? Daniel 11, a vile king's succession. Daniel 12, shine bright till all is well. Sounds silly, but let me tell you, it works. I could ask them over and over at any point in that series, what are we going to be talking about in chapter 6? What will we be talking about in chapter 7? They could answer it back to me over and over. Something I also do is that I'll very often have the class, say for instance, if I'm making 4 points, remember we're talking delivery here. So say I've told them from the top, we're going to be making 4 different points today. By the time I have done point 1 and I'm going to point 2, very often, not always, but very often I'm going to say to them, somebody better tell me what point 1 was. Sometimes I'll even tease and go, well, I've totally forgotten what point 1 was. Would somebody tell me what it is? What I'm attempting to do there is get them involved before we go to number 2. What was number 1? Again, that may not be you, but I will tell you what is you. If you are a teacher, part of your responsibility in teaching that is to make it where they can absorb that information. You don't want them to just sit back and be spectators of that message. You want them to lean into it. You are hoping that God is using you to build students out of your class and out of your congregation.